1-800-745-2715. That's 800-745-2715. 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Licensed by New York State Banking Department. Licensed Debt Management Service Provider, Maryland 149. Licensed by Vermont Department of Banking, Insurance, Securities, and Healthcare Administration. Oregon registration number DM80031.
Welcome back to La La Land with Brett and Nettie. We're here talking to one of the actresses in the show now. Her name's Ivy Khan. She is been an actress for quite some time, and I actually had the opportunity to work with Ivy in a past show here about 3 years ago, You Can't Take It With You. So I know a little bit.
She was amazing, by the way. I saw the show as well.
You did?
I did.
Wow.
Beautiful, amazing, talented actress.
Aww.
Strong actress.
Absolutely, and we grabbed her from downstairs right as she was putting on her makeup and getting ready for the show so that she could come up here and talk to us. So thanks for being here, Ivy.
Of
Literally,
course. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Yanked her up.
Well, you guys can't see Nettie, but she's quite beautiful, too. So
You guys will
Shame
catch
for you
those
guys.
in the publicity pictures later.
yeah.
So you're playing, I'm sorry, what is your character?
Cassie Cooper.
Cassie Cooper. Tell me a little something about Cassie Cooper. What's your favorite part of playing her, and describe her a little bit?
Well, she's kind of an every woman. She's written a little bit, she's a little bit, what's the word, temperamental. She's been spurned by her husband she suspects is cheating on her. So I'm sure that most of the women in Los Angeles listening to the show right now has maybe been in a situation where they felt jilted, or that their lover was Nettie's nodding. Nettie's nodding.
Is that what attracted you to the role?
I was really attracted to all the roles initially. I mean, they're all really funny. It's a really the play goes at a really fast clip, and there's like a neurotic character, there's a sarcastic character, there's the the jilted lover character, and then there's the total loony bin. So they're all really fun. And I was cast in the jilted lover role. So, I think I can kind of, not necessarily personally relate, because men don't leave me.
Right. No, absolutely
I leave
not.
them.
No, absolutely not.
But yeah, she's really fun to play. She's a little kooky herself and peeved, and she's obsessed with her crystals. She's sort of some, kind of a new agey type of woman who's constantly carrying around her crystal and uses it as her source of strength. So
And drives her husband absolutely crazy.
yeah, and drives her husband crazy. Yeah.
So go ahead.
How long have you been working at the Theater Palisades?
Well, let's see. I did my first show here was, I think, in 2005. I did a show called The Dining Room, and with Laura, who's another actress in the show. And then I did You Can't Take It With You with Brett. Played my adoring boyfriend, and that was extremely fun. That I actually constantly talk to him about how much of a family we had in that show, and that's kind of one of the funnest things about doing theater like this, is the sense of community, for lack of a better term, that you get when you're at these kind of close-knit theaters. And you really do create a lot of like long-lasting relationships, and it's a really fulfilling experience artistically. And there's not the kind of pressure of this performance needs to be exactly the same every single night. There's room to kind of grow and try new things, and the audience is always super appreciative and very, like, they give very heartfelt applause, and they love you, and they're very warm, and everybody's very happy to be here. So it's a great way to kind of while you're going through the grueling process of auditions for commercials and TV, which can be quite soul-sucking, this is a really good enhancement.
But the audience here is pretty eclectic. It's anywhere from everyday people to celebrities, so it's probably a pretty cool experience to be able to do that. Are you
Absolutely.
from the Palisades, or are you a West Coast? You're an East Coaster?
I'm West Coast. I'm San Diego.
Because Neil Simon's East Coaster.
Absolutely.
So you are, okay, so you're West Coast, but you came up here specifically for acting.
Exactly. Yeah, I went to UCSD. I got my BA there. Came up here because it was kind of the closest. I can't take the cold weather, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. Neil Simon comes from a brutal land, the
Yes,
East Coast, the bad, far East Coast.
All his shows take place in New York, too. In the East Coast. So
Big bad Albany,
absolutely.
right?
Do you have anything coming up? Do you have any future projects that you want to talk about?
I'm doing a little web series called It's All Still Real to Me, which is it's a little project that my friend Mike dreamed up about a bunch of kids that are still men that are still obsessed with pro wrestling. And I'm lucky enough to be involved in that. Yeah.
Where can people get information about that?
Let's see. I think, well, it's not officially out yet, so I kind of just announced it. But, I'll be putting updates on ivycon.com, where you can keep up with my...
ivycon.com. How do you spell that?
ivychan.com.
Yes, this is definitely an actress that you want to be watching. She is up and she is coming, and she is definitely on the ball. So,
Thanks, guys.
Keep an eye out for that name, Ivy Khan. She's got big things coming up.
Big things, man.
Well, thanks for coming in and talking to us, Ivy.
Thank you. Happy opening night.
Yes.
happy
get down
opening night. Go up there and rock it.
Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Get down there and get in the wardrobe. We'll be back on La La Land with Brett and Nettie.
CRN listeners, when you come to Southern California, stop by a great restaurant, the Dresden Restaurant at 1760 North Vermont Avenue in Hollywood. Enjoy great entertainment, like the music of the legendary Marty and Elaine at the world-famous Dresden